There's so many qualities of this knife that I really love and that are different than what we've done before. But, you know, kind of being a knife nerd, I guess what's most exciting to me is actually because of the MagnaCut steel, we ground both the initial edge thinner and then we put a more acute angle on it. And so, like, you know, which of course we did, you pick it up and you cut different products with this knife and other knives, and this one you can feel on the first try that it is passing through that food like a laser. Like it is definitely an improvement. And so, you know, we're all about making cool looking stuff, but we're mostly about making the finest knife in the world from a performance standpoint. So this is a leveling up, and so that of course excites me. Some details of the blade design. This is an 8-inch chef knife. What we did with this knife is, I would say, like much of what we do, it is a east-west hybrid. It's wider through the midsection towards the tip than a traditional European style, but a little more of a point than your standard or traditional Santoku. So we feel like, and Stephanie agrees, that it's sort of the best of both worlds. You still have enough tip to do any fine work that you want to do. You've got a wider blade that I think slices better, chops better. Also, you can use it to scoop food with as you're processing. So again, this sort of east-west fusion blade really is, you know, we feel like is the perfect expression of an 8-inch chef. Another unique quality for us is this is a totally ground-up designed handle that we worked with Stephanie on. It's probably the thing that we spent the most time with her on. What was different for me is our standard handle is designed for both grips, and so, you know, I think of two grips as gripping just the handle. I call it a hammer grip. I'm sure people have some other names for it, or a pinch grip where you're actually gripping the blade and then holding the handle. Stephanie primarily uses a knife with a hammer grip. I actually use a pinch grip. So it was really a great collaboration in that we were making the handle to make sure that it was comfortable for her in a hammer grip, and I was along the path being like, okay, yeah, it's still great for me to hold like this. So it's just a different shape both in the profile, but also how it's shaped around the rivets. You see we have this dip here that really is great when you're in the hammer grip, gives you a nice spot for fingers to land. Another great thing that's worked out with the handle is, you know, really finding that it is really comfortable in a lot of ranges of hands. Like Stephanie is not a gigantic person, so she has a little smaller hands, and she loves the way this feels, and I'm sort of medium, I guess, and it feels great to me, and we've had folks with big hands using it, and everybody seems happy with it. So that's great. Another obvious innovation in the handle is this super fun color that we have, and truthfully, it's all Stephanie. So we sent her sort of samples of every single color that we make. She picked out her favorites, and, you know, we messed around with a little for her, but she really designed this handle, and I was like, you know, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, okay, let's do it. It's crazy fun. And the response that we've had since then has really been fantastic. I would say too, here around the KnifeWorks, many knife makers have gone home with these, including, and at my house, my wife and daughter, they have all declared this as their new favorite newest knife. And so that's pretty good praise.